Today on Master's Muscle, we're going to talk about the keto diet and its effects on digestion.
Hi. So this video is not about how to do a ketogenic diet, but it's about what happens with your body when you're on a ketogenic diet to your digestion. Now, I will talk about ways to improve your keto diet and help improve with digestion issues. Now, the ketogenic diet is not some new fad. It was actually started in the 1920s and it was used for people who had epilepsy. So the classic ketogenic diet is very high in fat, like 70 to 80%, moderate in protein, and extremely low in carbohydrates. Now, in today's fitness world, we've switched the roles of fats and protein, so it's very high in protein, kind of moderate in fats, and extremely low in carbohydrates. And I also want to preface this with the fact that the ketogenic diet is just a diet that is a tool. Along with intermittent fasting, there are varieties of diets that you can use. The ketogenic diet is no better or no worse than any of the others. The main problem with the keto diet is lack of fiber. Now, the Institute of Medicine says that men should get around 18 grams of fiber a day and 15 for women, but studies have really shown that you really need to get around 38 grams of fiber a day for men and 25 grams for women.
Here is why fiber matters. Fiber is important for colonic health. It just simply functions better when it has some fiber. The primary job of your colon is to be a sponge and absorb all the water you've consumed and fluids secreted during the digestive process. So fiber adds bulk to the stool and helps the colon work like a muscle to move things along more easily.
So make sure that you stick around to the very end when I'm going to give a list of things that you can do to help your body deal with the digestion issues from a ketogenic diet. If you are on the classic ketogenic diet where you're very high in fat, moderate in protein, then you're going to possibly have a problem with diarrhea. Because with the high amount of fat that you're going to take in, your liver and gallbladder are going to have to produce a lot of bile and to help break down those fats. So bile acts as a very natural laxative. So your body will start pushing stuff through rather quickly. So this could be a big problem that you get diarrhea, you might get nauseous and bloating. Another potential problem with a ketogenic diet is acid reflux and heartburn. Since fats take the longest to digest in the body, it's part of the good thing is that with those fats and proteins, it makes you feel fuller longer, but the problem is it is sitting in your gut. So, you might have a lot of food in there, and if you're already prone to acid reflux, GERD, you have a hiatal hernia, you might have issues with heartburn until your GI tract and your microbiome can get used to this new diet. So acid reflux might be an issue. So the main thing that will cause a problem on a ketogenic diet, especially for competitors, who are getting high protein, is that with the lack of fiber, you're going to get constipated and you're going to feel bloated, and then you're going to have to rely on stimulants to get all that out of your colon.
It's the lack of fiber to watch out for. We know a high fiber diet promotes diversity in gut microbiome, and that's been associated with health. Because this fiber travels through your colon and provides food for gut bacteria, which then produces short-chain fatty acids that nourish the colon cells and are thought to be anti-inflammatory. In these short-chain fatty acids that have been shown to improve blood glucose regulation in people with diabetes.
So I found this video from Dave Palumbo, and I'm going to show you this segment that he explains why fiber is so important.
right? We don't want that food stuck in there. And the lack of fiber in the diet is the #1 cause of why people are constipated. And for some reason, because women have weaker colons and digestive tracts in general, because they have less muscle mass, they tend to suffer from constipation more. Also, as we get older and we lose muscle mass in the colonic structure in our body, we also get more constipated. So fiber is the personal trainer, as I like to call it, of the gut. It goes, gut, come on, work, 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 because you can't go to the gym and train your colon. You need something that's going to involuntarily cause the gut to contract, and that's what does it. Insoluble fiber and soluble fiber. Okay, you need both.
Everyone knows that constipation is uncomfortable for sure, but can it harm your health? Aside from the risk of hemorrhoids due to constipation, the issue is that constipation is simply a sign that something's just not quite right in your body. Changing your diet may affect your gut microbiome, the vast network of microorganisms in your digestive tract, which has been linked to immune and metabolic function and may play a role in disease prevention or progression.
I'm going to show you a video clip here about a product called Fiberlize. And Dave Palumbo is going to explain why this is a good product and what it does. Now, I don't get paid by Species Nutrition. I wish I did, but he just explains this so darn well, it's worth watching.
That was their #1 selling point for Metamucil. And Metamucil is not even a good source of psyllium. It's a low-grade psyllium. There are different grades of psyllium. You always want to use the highest quality with the biggest swell rate, and that's what we use in Fiberlize. Once again, quickest way to lower LDLs. Now, I have a lot of people contact me and say, hey, Dave, I'm dieting. Fiberlize has 9 grams of carbs in it, and you want me to take it twice a day? That's 20 grams of carbs. I'm following a ketogenic diet. Is that going to screw me up? And the answer is that fiber is by definition a non-absorbable carbohydrate. So if you're ingesting 9 or 10 grams of fiber twice a day, 20 grams of carbs, they're non-absorbable. Okay, the way we calculate absorbable carbs, or what we call net carbs, is we take the total carb content on whatever you're eating or consuming, and you deduct off the fiber content. So if you're getting in 10 grams, let's say you're getting 20 grams of carbs in a meal you're eating, and there's 10 grams of fiber, only 10 of those grams is what we consider net carbs that can be absorbed. The other 10 are not. In a fiber supplement like Fiberlize, if the 9 grams, almost all 9 grams of them are non-absorbed because it's all fiber.
Okay, we've been through a lot of information so far, so I'm going to go over 7 things that are going to really help your digestion when it comes to being on a ketogenic diet.
Eating more fiber, which we've gone over because fiber can help relieve constipation or diarrhea. Greens, cucumber, broccoli, and cabbage are some high fiber foods that are suitable as part of your keto diet. Eating less dairy. As whole dairy products are high in fat, people starting on a keto diet may consume more of these than they previously did. This dietary change may reveal an intolerance to dairy. Common symptoms, which include diarrhea, bloating, and gas. And you want to ease into the diet. A sudden change in diet may disturb the GI bacteria. Easing into a keto diet by slowly reducing the carbs and increasing the fats may help your body adapt to it. Adding probiotics and prebiotics. Taking a probiotic supplement or increasing the intake of probiotic and prebiotic rich foods may effectively support the gut bacteria during a keto diet. Eating fermented foods. Eating fermented foods such as sauerkraut and kimchi can help improve digestion, possibly reducing constipation or diarrhea. Cutting back on the intake of foods and beverages that contain keto-friendly sugar substitutes may help relieve gastrointestinal symptoms.
I hope you've learned a lot from this video, and I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Masters Muscle. With the ketogenic being all the rage, a lot of people do not consider what are the side effects and potential problems that might come about with this diet. So I hope you found that summary of solutions useful, and I really suggest that people ease into a keto diet the same way that competitors, we kind of get eased into it by slowly increasing the amount of protein in our diet and slowly pulling down the carbs. And then we're using fat as an energy source. So if you've learned something or you have a comment to make, please put it below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you have any ideas for another video that you would like, be sure to put it down in the comments. Until next time, this is Yaakov Baram.